And in the Premier League here in the United Kingdom, there are 4 games on Wednesday evening, including the league leaders Manchester City welcoming 14th placed Brentford to the Etihad Stadium. Our football reporter Sanny Rudravajhala back with me. Sanny, City running away with the title, aren't they? I mean, can anybody stop them? Surely not lowly Brentford.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it won't be Brentford, but a win tonight will extend Manchester City's lead to 12 points at the top of the Premier League table. A huge lead over Liverpool in second place. Liverpool do have 2 games in hand. They play against Leicester on Thursday. Sports broadcaster Emily Brobin is with us to talk Manchester City. Emily, a win tonight would feel maybe like you've got one hand on the Premier League trophy?
No, Sanny, I think it's still far too early to concede or claim the title at this point because we are still early days in February and a lot can change. We saw it when Liverpool had their lead a few seasons ago, and then obviously Steven Gerrard slipped, gave it to Demba Ba, and then the tide turned and then City went on to win the league. So in football, we all know that anything can happen, and that's the beauty of the game. But Liverpool do have those 2 games in hand, so 6 points if they get those 2 wins. It does, you can close the gap and it makes it really interesting. But no City fan believes that it's in the bag already.
The ghost of Demba Ba haunts many a football fan, doesn't it, whose team may be running away with the league. Yes, you do well to remind some complacent Manchester City fans of that, Emily. Algeria's Riyad Mahrez twice on his return to the Man City team. We saw that recently with that 4-1 win against second-tier Fulham in the FA Cup last Saturday. He scored in his last 6 successive games for City, obviously with a slight break for AFCON in between. But, I mean, how important is it to have Riyad Mahrez back, do you think, especially after what was a really disappointing AFCON campaign for him in Algeria?
Mike, I think that Riyad Mahrez is what I like to call a game changer because he can produce something out of nothing in any game. His stats, if you look back over the past 4 or 5 seasons, he scored at least 10 goals a season for us. And then when you actually look and analyse the goals that he has scored for us, some absolutely huge, crucial goals in big games. We look at the Champions League last season where he scored some vital goals, and he's always there. He comes up, he's got what I think is the best first touch in football, and he is a something out of nothing player. He's remarkable for us, but he's criminally underrated by City fans.
And City's 12-match winning streak in the league, Emily, came to an end with that 1-1 draw with Southampton in their last league outing. Manager Pep Guardiola, he's surely going to use that as a motivator, isn't he?
Absolutely. I think momentum is everything in football, and obviously, although it wasn't a defeat, Pep will be keen to get back to winning ways. He'll know that those 2 games in hand, although it is still a 6-point gap, anything, like I said before, can happen. But Brentford come here tonight. You know, they gave it a really good go with us back in December. They play good football, no disrespect to them. I'm hoping for a really entertaining game. They won't come and park the bus. They'll come and give us a really good game. But the stats don't lie. And an interesting fact as well is that in the past 17 games that we played in the Premier League on a Wednesday night, we've won them all for the past 17 games. So let's hope that luck's on our side again.
Thanks to sports broadcaster Emily Brobin there. So teams out at the Etihad, Manchester City against Brentford. Sanny, what team news do you have?
6 changes to the side that beat Fulham 4-1 in the FA Cup. Ederson returns in goal. Ruben Diaz, Emerick Laporte, Rodrigo, Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling all come in. Riyad Mahrez leads the front line with Sterling and Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne is also starting. Brentford are without their main striker Ivan Toney through injury. It's a really strong City 11. I've got to say, I'm pretty worried about Brentford tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not the only one. The travelling fans from West London may also be slightly fearful. Tottenham against Southampton and Norwich against Crystal Palace are the other 2 games about to kick off in the English top flight. There's a final one due to get underway in 15 minutes' time. That is Aston Villa against Leeds United. Away from the Premier League, Sanny, we've got cup competitions across Europe, starting with a couple of interesting ties in Italy and Spain.
In the Coppa Italia quarter-finals, AC Milan and Lazio face off at San Siro. The winner will play Inter Milan in the semis after they beat Roma 2-0 on Thursday. And we've got the first leg of the Copa del Rey semi-finals between Rayo Vallecano and Real Betis. The other semi sees Athletic Bilbao play Valencia on Thursday.
Cheers, Sanny. That is our football reporter, Sanny Rudravajhala. Meanwhile, there is a big quarter-final in the Coupe de